Good morning, all the students. Today we will see the new topic, that is solution of linear difference equation, that is the time response of discrete time system. Now we will see the working procedure. So what is the working procedure here? From the given difference equation, what we do, we will from an auxiliary equation for which we have to replace y of n by lambda to the power n or r to the power n. You can use any symbol, either lambda to the power n or r to the power n. Equate RHS to 0. So right hand side part we have to equate it to 0. Find the roots of auxiliary equation, that is lambda 1, lambda 2 and lambda 3. After that, in step 4, depending upon the nature of the roots, define CF. CF means complementary function, or it is known as the homogeneous solution, that is YH of n, or simply CF, that is complementary function represented by YH of n, which is homogeneous solution. Now first of all, first nature of roots is lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda 3, that is real and distinct. Then the CF will be C1 lambda 1 to the power n plus C2 lambda 2 to the power n plus and so on. Now the second equation, second types of roots are lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda 3, that is real and equal. So for this case, what will the CF C1 plus n, C2 lambda 1 to the power n and plus n square C3. Then roots are complex, that is lambda 1 equals to lambda a plus j into b, lambda 2 lambda complex conjugate, that is a minus jb. In this case, what will be the solution? R to the power n into a1 cos of n theta plus a2 sin of n theta, where r is under root of a square plus b square and where theta is tan inverse b by a. So we will simply see what we have to do in the first step. So in the step 1, again, first of all, there is a difference equation given to us. We have to form the auxiliary equation, that is by replacing y of n by lambda to the power n or r to the power n. You can use any of the symbols. Equate RHS to the 0, then find the roots. For this, calculator will be helpful. After using this, we will get the roots, and according to the nature of roots, we have to use this table, real and distinct. So CF will be this one, real and distinct. So CF will be like this. If real and equal, CF will be like this. Then next is, if it is complex, then the CF will be like this. So this is the first part of this solution of difference equation, and now we will move towards the next part. So in the next part, what we have to do, we have to see now, this is the next part, that is the step 5, to find yp of n, that is pi. So pi is what? Particular integral that we have to use in this case. You have done this thing at the M3 level, same thing we are repeating. So there is no any new thing in it. Only in this case we are using the difference equation. At that time you have seen the d operator. Okay, so d operator belongs to ddx, you know this. But in this case, as we are using the difference equation, we are not solving any differential equation. Differential equation, it is the different part, that is differential equation belongs to the continuous time system and the difference equation belongs to the discrete time system. Okay, so we will continue our discussion. So you have seen this d operator in the M3 level, same thing we are repeating here. Now if RHS is del of n, then the yp of n is 0. If RHS is u of n, then yp of n will be k into u of n. Then if RHS is n into u of n, n into u of n means unit ramp sequence, then the pi will be k0n plus k1. If it is a to the power n u of n, then k into a to the power n u of n. And if it is n into n to the power m u of n, then it will be like this: u of n into k0 n to the power n plus k1 n to the power m minus 1, and so on. If it is cos of omega n u of n, that is cosine function or sine function, then it will be like this. It will be like this: c1. Okay, so c1 cos of omega n plus c2 sine of omega n. So we have to use this table again. We will see this table one more time. See here, if the RHS is del of n, then the pi will be 0. If RHS is unit step sequence, then it is k into u of n. If it is n into u of n, then it is k0n plus k1. If it is a to the power n u of n, then it is k into a to the power n u of n. If it is n to the power m u of n, then it will be u of n into k0 n to the power n plus k1 n to the power m minus 1. And if it is cos and sine, then the pi will be c1 cos of omega n plus c2 sine of omega n. Okay, so these two tables are very important that we have discussed now. And now we can solve the difference equation by the classical method. We are not using here any kind of what transformation method, not Z transform, not Fourier transform, or not other transforms. Okay, we have to use the classical method here because it is mentioned in the syllabus, that is solution of difference equation, last part of the unit number 1. Okay, so we will continue our discussion now, where all these are the constants k, m and c. Okay, so this belongs to the constants k, m and c. Now we will solve the example. Find the impulse response of the following system, or solve the following there are two types of how the questions will be asked. This is the first type, this is the second type. Answer of the both questions are same. Answer of the both questions is same. Okay, so we will start with our simple example, that is what: find the impulse response of the following system, or solve the following difference equation for x of n equals to del of n. Okay, so we have to note down this. Okay, and here the next thing we have to note down is, that is the impulse response. Okay, so what is the difference equation that we will see? So this is the difference equation given to us, that is 2y, y of n minus 2 minus 3y of n minus 1 and x of n. Okay, so we have first step is we have to write the difference equation as it is. So we have done this. This is the step 1. In step 2 we have to see which response we have to calculate. Here's the impulse response we have to calculate. So for that purpose, what we do, it is x of n del of n. Correct, input will be del of n because we have to find the impulse response. So in that case, x of n, always you should note that y of n, this left hand side, LHS side, this LHS side, LHS, this is output. Okay, and this x of n is input. Okay, so y of n is always represents the output, whereas x of n always represents the input. Now this is the impulse response we have discussed. Now for the impulse response, x of n is del of n. So I have highlighted it. Now this is again the difference equation given to us. This difference equation is with us 2 y of n minus 2 minus 3 and del of n. Okay, I have replaced x of n by del of n now because we have to find the impulse response. Now the next step is solution of the difference equation is given by, that is total solution is this one, y h of n plus y p of n. What is y of h of n? That is homogeneous solution. Y p of n is the particular integral or pi. So y h of n represents the homogeneous solution, that is the complementary function. So first of all we will find the y h of n and then we will see the y p of n. Okay, so to find y h of n, what we have done, we have replaced the, see here it was y of n, 2 y of n, so 2 lambda to the power n, it is y of n minus 2. See, y of n minus 2, y of n minus 1 and del of n. So y of n minus 2, n minus 1 will be, simply it will be lambda to the power n minus 2. Okay, and 3y of n minus 1 will be lambda to the power n minus 1. So we will continue our discussion. So what we get such type of auxiliary equation to find the CF, 2 into lambda to the power n plus lambda to the power n minus 2 minus 3 lambda to the power n minus 1, which is equals to 0. So to find CF we have to equate this right hand side with 0. Okay, this is very important step. This step is common for all examples, so please pay attention properly. Now which term we will take common from this equation? We will take common lambda to the power n. Okay, and lambda to the power n is common, so we get here 2 lambda to the power minus 2 minus 3 lambda to the power minus 1. Okay, and again if you rearrange this, so we will get such type of equation. After rearranging we get, how we will rearrange? We will rearrange by, as lambda to the power minus 2, it will be written as 1 upon lambda square, and we will multiply complete equation by lambda square, so we get 2 lambda square plus 1 minus 3 lambda, which is nothing but 2 lambda square minus 3 lambda plus 1 equals to 0. Okay, and then we will factorize this. So after factorization we will get such type of factors, 2 lambda minus 1 into lambda minus 1. Simply this is the quadratic equation. Either you use calculator or you use your simple method. Quadratic, how to solve quadratic equation, you know this. Now we get two values of lambda, that is lambda equals to 1 by 2 and 1. So lambda equals to 1 by 2 and 1. Now how it is homogeneous solution, how to find this? Now see here, we have to pay attention here, asterisk mark I am giving. See, these are the two roots. We have find the two roots, 1 by 2 and 1. These two roots are real and distinct. So as it is real and distinct, so therefore the nature of the CF will be like this: C1 lambda to the power 1 plus C2 lambda to the power n. Okay, this is our CF. Correct? So real and distinct, you can refer the PDF file that I will upload. You have to see that same thing you will get here, or we can go back also. See, we can go back here and we will see what was, see in this table, real and distinct. See here, real and distinct. Okay, C1 lambda to the power n plus C2 lambda to the power n. Correct? So similarly we have done this here. So C1 lambda to the power n plus C2 lambda to the power n. This is our YH of n. Now we have to find the Pi. So first of all we have taken the YH of n. Now we will find the Pi. Pi means Yp of n. Okay, so Yp of n is Pi. Here x of n is del of n, and therefore Yp of n is 0. Again, for this purpose you have to refer the table. Here, as we are finding the impulse response, therefore what we do, we take Yp of n as 0. So these are the rules that we have to follow while solving the difference equation. So what will be the complete solution? Complete solution is nothing but C1 1 by 2 to the power n plus C2. This is the complete solution. Okay, because Pi is 0. So when there is an impulse response, our task is reduced by because Pi is 0. Now what we do, we have to find here is this is the complete solution, but still two quantities are unknown, C1 and C2. So as there is a two quantities are unknown, C1 and C2, so we need simultaneous equation. How many equations we need? We need two equations because of the two unknowns. If there are three unknowns, we need three equations. Okay, so for this purpose what we have to do, we have to find C1 and C2. So for this purpose what we do, we will take our known quantities, that is for n equals to 0. For n equals to 0, what we do, we will put this in our given equation. Put n equals to 0 in given equation. Okay, put n equals to 0 in given equation. So what we get, and remember here we have to put del of 0 again. Okay, why? Because we are finding the impulse response. So we have 2y of 0 plus y of minus 2 minus 3y of minus 1 equals to del of 0. And what is del of 0? You know, that is 1. So y of minus 2 and y of minus 1, these are the previous condition. Y of minus 2 and y of minus 1, these are the previous condition, because the time instant is, given time instant is n equals to 0. So for due to which it should be given that y of minus 2 and y of minus 1 should be given in the numerical, but as it is not given, so we will assume y of minus 2 and y of minus 1 to be 0. Okay, so therefore what we get, twice y of 0 equals to 1. As it is not given in the numerical values of y of minus 2 and y of minus 1, we have assumed it as 0. Okay, for the simplicity purpose. So therefore we get twice y of 0 equals to 1. Now, so y of 0 is 1 by 2. So y of 0 is 1 by 2. This is our first task. Y of 0 is 1 by 2. Now for n equals to 1, now again for the same equation, as we need two simultaneous equations, so we will put two time instant. First is n equals to 0, other is n equals to 1. So what we have here, for n equals to 1, we are having here twice y of 1 plus y of minus 1 minus 3y of 1 del of 1. What is the value of del of 1? You know, that is 0. Okay, again see here, y of minus 1 is 0. This is 0. Why? Because it is a previous condition. Minus 3y of 0, we have find it as y of 0 we have calculated in the previous part. So we get here 1 by 2, 3 into 1 by 2. Okay, and twice y of 1, it is our calculation part. So what we get here, 2y of 1 minus 3 by 2 equals to 0. So here y of 1 is 3 by 4. Okay, so 3 by 4, that is our answer in this case. Now what we do, we are having y of 0 and we are having y of 1. Now we will find the two simultaneous equation and we will solve the two simultaneous equation for C1 and C2. See here, now from 3 means this is the solution. Okay, so from 3 what we have, again we have to put the same time instant, that is n equals to 0. See here, n equals to 0, and when we put n equals to 0 in the 3, what we get, y of 0 equals to c1 plus c2. Y of n equals to c1 plus c2, y of 0 equals to c1 plus c2, and what is y of 0? Y of 0 is 1 by 2. Y of 0 is 1 by 2. So c1 plus c2 is 1 by 2. Similarly, now what we put n equals to 1 in 3. So n equals to 1 in 3. So we will get y of 1 equals to c1 by 2 plus c2. Correct? Now what is the value of y of 1? That is 3 by 4. So we get 2c1 plus 4c2 equals to 3 by 4. Now after solving a and b simultaneously, see here, this is a and this is b. This is both the equations we have to solve simultaneously. So what we get, you can use calculator also. So for what we obtain, we will obtain c2 equals to 1 and c1 equals to minus 1 by 2 after solving a and b simultaneously. Note that if there are the three unknowns c1, c2, c3, we need three simultaneous equation. Okay, so here as there are two unknowns, therefore we need two simultaneous equation. First one we have obtained by putting n equals to 0. Next one we have obtained by putting n equals to 1. Okay, so what will be the complete solution? That is impulse response. How we represent the impulse response? H of n, that is nothing but y of n. We will get here minus 1 by 2 to the power n plus 1 to the power n. That is our final answer. So we will revise this numerical and then we will solve the next numerical in the next lecture. Okay, so we will revise this numerical again. See here, from where the story begin. From this part, find the impulse response of following system, solve the following difference equation. This is our starting part where we have highlighted which response we have to calculate by using this red color. So x of n, del of n, and by impulse response. Now this is the given equation where you know that y of n represents the output and x of n represents the input. We have to follow the working procedure that we have discussed in this lecture again. Now we have written the equation as it is. Now for the impulse response, what should we do? We should take x of n equals to del of n. You all know this. So we have written here x of n equals to del of n. In place of x of n, we have taken the del of n. We have numbered it as a equation number 1. Solve the above. Solution of above d is, you know that yh of n plus yp of n. Now we have to find cf, that is yh of n. So replace this equation by lambda to the power n. This part will be replaced by lambda to the power n. This will be lambda to the power n minus 2. This will be lambda to the power n minus 1, and which will be equal to 0. Okay, so same thing we have done. Then we have to rearrange this equation to get the simple equation, and we have to calculate its roots. So roots will be 1 by 2 and 1. These roots are real and distinct, so therefore the homogeneous solution will be c1 and c2, lambda 1 to the power n, lambda 1 to the power n plus c2 lambda to the power n. Now this is again homogeneous solution is c1 1 by 2 to the power n plus c2. Okay, this is our 50% part, half part. Now to find pi, again we have to see which response we have to calculate, as we are calculating the impulse response, so what will happen? X of n equals to del of n, therefore yp of n equals to 0. Again here we have to use the table that we have discussed in the first part of this lecture, that if the impulse response we have to calculate, for that purpose we have to take pi equals to 0. So therefore we get total solution as C1 1 by 2 to the power n plus C2. Okay, this is our equation number 3. Now this is not the complete answer. What we have to calculate, we have to determine C1 and C2. So as there are two unknowns, we need two simultaneous equation. For that purpose we have to use our original difference equation. Original difference equation is represented by or numbered by equation number 1. So what we have done, we have put first n equals to 0. By putting n equals to 0, we get y of 0 equals to 1 by 2. Similarly, by putting n equals to 1, we get y of n equals to 3 by 4. In this case, we have taken the initial conditions to be 0 because it is not given in the numerical. So for the simplicity purpose, we have taken the initial conditions to be 0. So this is what to calculate the C1 and C2. So again from 1 we will get these two values 1 by 2 and 3 by 4. Now we have to use our solution to calculate C1 and C2. So C1 is, again n equals to 0 we have put in the equation number 3. So we get C1 plus C2. C1 plus C2 is 1 by 2. Similarly n equals to 1. So we get 2C1 plus 4C2 equals to 3 by 4, that is B. We have to solve the A and B simultaneously. So due to which we get C2 equals to 1 and C1 equals to minus 1 by 2. H of n, that is impulse response, will be y of n equals to minus 1 by 2, 1 by 2 to the power n plus 1 by 1 to the power n. This is our complete solution. So in this lecture we have completed our part of what? Solution of difference equation using the classical method. Okay, so this is the practice problem. If you want to solve this, you can solve y of n minus 1 by 6 y of n minus 1 minus 1 by 6 y of n minus 2 equals to x of n minus x of n minus 1. Now see here, initial conditions are given, so we have to pay attention for this. Find its impulse response. Answer is given here. This is the answer. You can try this numerical. Okay, so we will stop here and we will continue our discussion with the next numericals regarding the same topic. Okay, so thank you very much and see the lectures properly. Thank you.